What if one of the most famous comedies ever made almost included a scene so controversial? The studio quietly erased it before anyone could see it. That's the strange, hidden story behind The Jerk, the film that launched Steve Martin from stand-up sensation to movie star. Most audiences remember the absurd jokes, the wild gags, and the unforgettable line about being born a poor black child. But behind the laughter, there was a moment Hollywood decided was simply too risky to show. And the reason? A cameo by another rising comedy giant. During early production, Bill Murray filmed a brief appearance in the movie. His character was written as a flamboyant interior decorator, loud, exaggerated, and intentionally outrageous. On paper, it fit perfectly with the film's chaotic humor. Remember, this movie was about Naveen Johnson, a clueless man stumbling through life with blind optimism. A strange encounter like that seemed right at home. But something happened once the footage was reviewed. Producers began to worry. In 1979, comedy operated in a very different cultural climate. Discussions about identity and representation were far less open than they are today. Filmmakers constantly walked a tightrope, trying to push boundaries while avoiding backlash from audiences who might see certain portrayals as offensive. Murray's scene, though meant to be funny, raised uncomfortable questions. Would viewers laugh or feel mocked? Would critics accuse the film of crossing a line? That uncertainty was enough. The scene quietly disappeared in the editing room. Ironically, the people involved never forgot it. Years later, Murray joked about the missing cameo during a television appearance, hinting that his role had been left on the cutting room floor. The footage itself has never become widely available, turning it into something of a Hollywood ghost story, a scene everyone talks about but almost nobody has actually seen. Meanwhile, the film moved forward without it. Directed by Carl Reiner, The Jerk became a comedic phenomenon. Martin had written the script alongside collaborators, shaping it from his surreal stand-up routines into a bizarre but strangely heartfelt story about failure, innocence, and luck. The movie blended slapstick chaos with emotional warmth, helped by the chemistry between Martin and Bernadette Peters, and audiences loved it. And the film eventually earned more than $100 million worldwide, an enormous success for a comedy of its time. Naveen Johnson became one of the most iconic characters in film comedy, proving that absurd humor could still carry a real emotional center. Yet the missing cameo remains part of its legend. It reminds us that comedy is always negotiating with the culture around it. What feels daring in one decade might feel uncomfortable in another. Filmmakers constantly ask themselves the same question: how far is too far? In the end, the scene's absence may have helped the film. By trimming the controversy, the creators preserved the heart of the story. A goofy, optimistic man stumbling through life and somehow surviving every disaster. And maybe that's the strange lesson hidden inside The Jerk. Sometimes the jokes that never reach the screen tell the most fascinating story of all.